Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest edition of Stoop Talk Podcast. I'm your host for today, Lance BCE. Yeah, that's me. Y'all like that? Y'all like the little eye movement I did just now? But that was too much. That was a little too much.
Play a horn, son.
It was engaging.
It was engaging? Okay. I'll take that. Anyways, to my left, we got Mr. Crotches Morning, the one and only Prime Star, a.k.a. DJ Active. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brothers?
How you feeling?
And sisters.
Yeah. I like the fact that you didn't use the word female, so.
Big money man Active. First of all,
AKA.
I don't even know what y'all talking about, but I'm in great spirits. I hope everybody is. And I wish everybody well on the table, family and friends. That's all I gotta say.
You feeling very
He had a very lucrative weekend.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Nigga wallet on his lap and shit.
You
Like,
feeling victorious this weekend, or anything?
you know what lucrative means?
I know lucrative.
I just asked.
Well.
Son, it's too early in the episode. So come on.
Thank you, DJ Active.
Thank you.
Chase, how you feeling, man? What's up? What's going on?
Good, man. I'm chilling. I'm happy to hear that my son over here had a very profitable event. You know, I walked in here with the Balenciaga frames. I don't even know if they make them shits.
Nah. I didn't have none of that.
Waters. No, you got them on now.
Nah. These are regular $50 frames, okay? Phresh.
All right.
That's exactly what they are. Phresh.
Oh. Well, lead it right up to it. Next up, Phresh. How you feeling, man? What's up?
You know the motto, feeling good, living better.
Feeling good, living better.
Always highly blessed.
You know who else said that, right?
I don't care who else said that.
Don't be disrespectful on
That
here.
nigga done
I'm
researched it.
Okay.
Who you gonna? Drake said it. I'm confused. I don't know.
Now I'm curious, who did say it?
Who
Drake.
you were referring
No.
to?
Drake. But
I
honestly,
really don't care. Now.
I don't think he was the first one to say that line though. But he has referenced that line before in his song. Yeah. Over my dead body. by the way.
That's a good, trivial fact. But we don't care.
Thank you,
That nigga
Phresh.
was in the car like, this is where he got it from.
But it's really not though. But
I believe you. He don't.
What do you mean? What?
Oh, fuck. We lost him.
yeah, it went over his head.
Yeah.
Can we get to the guest?
Anyways, we have a very special guest in the building. We got two very unique and talented women that's on the table. They actually have their own podcast as well, so it's a kind of a podcast collaboration. You know, we haven't gotten to do many of those, but here we are, introducing Major Point. We got Tasha here in the building. We got my friend, Brittany.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So I gotta warn y'all on live from now. These three individuals, especially these two, they try to be, bullies, on this round table. So I'm just warning y'all from now. Don't get intimidated. Tasha look like she's ready for all the smoke. So
Yeah, I'm a bully myself. So
I ain't worried about
What's
her.
your son?
Gemini. What's yours?
I'm a Leo.
Us.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, I see magic happening here. It's amazing.
Wonderful.
What's your son?
I'm Capricorn.
Oh, you too nice. That's all right.
I've got.
I'm happy that you think that about me.
No, you should want to be nice though.
We all should want to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
So am I.
Well, there
That's
goes
it.
that magic.
Okay. Well, anyways, before we actually, get started, I just want to, Brittany and Tasha to kind of, introduce their podcast, Major Point. Just tell me a little bit about what the podcast is about, what you guys talk about. Just go give a little brief bio before we get started. Let the people know who y'all are.
So it's actually it's a media content production that we started back in 2018. So we started on YouTube doing YouTube videos. And then we ventured off to doing podcasts because, the pandemic and, everybody doing podcasts now. So it was like, well, why not? That's the new wave. But our show, we basically talk about anything and everything. We talk about pop culture, politics. We talk about dating, relationships. We talk about finances, the job market. We talk about anything.
The Caribbean culture, parenting.
Yeah.
What is it like being a sibling? Motherhood, even though we ain't mothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a puppy, so it counts.
Yes.
I have a puppy. But yeah, we do a little bit of everything. It's really fun. And we figured podcasting will be a little more accessible because, people are now working from home. Mm-hmm. So it's easier to sit down and listen to something versus, having to also watch something.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just more accessible and easier.
Yep.
Take it with you everywhere. You can't watch YouTube on the plane, but you can listen to a podcast if you download it.
Absolutely.
You can watch YouTube on the plane if you're rich. Like, some people ain't putting no elbows. And you pay $15, $20 for the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know.
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
And is that like for the whole trip or like just for like an hour?
I
It's a
wouldn't know.
yearly subscription.
Oh, it's a yearly. Oh, excuse me.
I wouldn't know.
Understood.
I don't know what these guys talking about. I sit all the way in the back by the bathroom.
Oh, he doesn't know because
that's
his assistant handles all that stuff.
I see how it goes. I see.
And he has a manager as well. Say we
I
lying.
do. Shout out to Lifestyle Sham.
Okay.
I thought you was
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
he has an imaginary friend. I'm like, whoa, where we
He's over there.
going here?
Wait, we black people have imaginary friends?
I did when I was like
Yeah.
little.
That one
Absolutely.
probably has a salary too.
Right on, Chief.
Stupid, man.
Nah, but I appreciate the introduction. So, for those that's listening and watching, definitely go check them out. Like I know Brittany personally, so, I know she is a breath of fresh air and, she's very insightful. We had a very deep conversation the other day, but I'm not going to get into that. 'Cause but yeah, she's very insightful, so definitely check them out. All right. So we are going to get started. Loaded day. Loaded topics here. But before we do remind to just make sure you guys follow us on all of our streaming platforms. All right. I know for those who's watching, y'all watching this on YouTube, so you already know we're on YouTube, but we're also on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, and we're also on Google Podcasts as well. All right. So Stoop Talk Podcast, that's the handle. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you rate. Make sure you comment, like, all that. All right. We everywhere. We bleeding your news feeds, right? Yeah. Or podcast feeds. That's what we should say. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that, Phresh? What I do?
You're the host, bro.
All right. No, I'm not feeling this energy. I don't feel like a friendly energy from you.
I'm waiting for you to segue into the
There's a
All right,
smile
there we
behind his mask.
Yeah. I was about to say that. He's wearing a mask. Like,
Yeah, maybe I can't really tell. So maybe he was smiling. Pause. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyways, so we're gonna get into this. Shout out to Keds too, by the way. Keds
Shout out
isn't
to
able
Keds.
to. Keds is on a nice island right now, enjoying life on a much deserved vacation. You know what I'm
Thanks,
saying?
thanks for
in a
putting
few
his
weeks.
business out there, though.
Facts. In 2
We could have
weeks.
just left it as, shout out to Keds, even though he's not here.
Well, it's not like I said where he is. You feel me? Like,
It
why you
don't
always
matter.
gotta-
No.
Why you always gotta? Yo, listen, you're not gonna bully me today. All right?
Oh,
Just stop all that.
And he gave you the gunman finger. Bully me.
What kind of
That's
songs he
why.
was playing
I'm
at your
just saying,
party?
the nigga
the
just
intensity for
putting
me.
out Keds' business out there. Like, how you know Keds want
You
anybody
was-
to know he's on
You was
vacation?
playing some tunes on your shit, right? That shit's lingering over.
He tried to body you up real quick.
Yeah.
He didn't try to do that. I didn't feel. You felt that type of energy.
It looked that way.
He sound convincing. He sound convincing,
You
right?
sound a little aggressive.
Honestly, not really.
Exactly.
No shade, Lance. No shade. You said it with a very calm voice.
Yeah.
No
Well,
shade.
I am a calm. I have
No
a
She
calm.
called you, nah, she called you
No
calm.
shit.
She called you soft.
Yeah.
Well,
I said calm,
hands
he
are-
said
my
soft.
hands are
With a
soft.
capital T at the
my
end.
hands are made to massage girls.
Damn, y'all rough up in here. Damn.
Wow.
Anyways,
He got a break last week, so niggas gonna be on you today.
yeah.
Facts.
Before we get sidetracked, let's get to the topic at hand. All
I think he
right.
was on track. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna roll up my sleeve too, but I ain't got no sleeves.
You good. Don't worry, Tasha. You good. All right. So the first topic that we're going to discuss today is actually this. It was a viral, I guess, tweet that made its way around Instagram, and I thought it was a thread pretty much from this guy. He always be saying these outrageous things. Usually when I see his name pop up, I'm just like, what he say now? But I thought this thread that he put out, I actually thought it was very interesting. So I'm actually gonna read a few.
Yeah, because it was long.
It was long.
Word.
It was not. I'm not gonna read
I'm
all
like,
of
how
it.
many threads is this? Am I in school?
But I thought it was very interesting what he said, so we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna read the
I
thread.
bet you did.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking
Go ahead.
retarded, but go ahead.
I'm
Oh,
intrigued
I'm gonna like him.
to hear, your take. But go ahead, read it.
Be careful what you say now. But let me get this thread over and done with.
What's wrong with this man, son?
All right, so the thread starts. And by the way, his name is Shadea Knight. I guess shout out to him. Maybe.
So just out of context, this is not the first time he says things like this. Like he considers himself some kind of like a
I don't know.
relationship
I do
guru
not.
or something?
His whenever he says anything, it just goes viral. So
Okay.
maybe he's one of those. I don't know.
probably just have a lot of
I really
followers.
don't know
Is
who
it
he is.
Shadea
Okay.
or Shadaya Knight?
I don't know. I don't know who this guy is.
I ain't never heard
Well,
of
either
this.
way, this nigga.
I don't know who that man
I don't know. He sounds like a Shadai.
So right, I think he's gay.
His
I
tweets,
actually
I'm
do
like,
think he's gay. Shout out to the
What he-
LGBT community.
you-
Bro,
but
I didn't
That's
even
red.
use that word.
you said
The
all right,
thread.
Listen, let me get to the thread. I keep
This guy, man.
Man. All right. So he puts in bold words, the overly romantic dudes, right? And then he starts off and he goes, first and foremost, there's nothing wrong with doing romantic gestures once in a while for your woman, but only from a position of power, not weakness. The gestures should only be done as a reward for good behavior, not to make her love you or love you more or be loyal, right? They prefer the excitement of toxic dudes, aka Mr. Unpredictable, because those dudes keep them on the edge. They never know what to expect with them. And romantic dudes, aka Mr. Dependable, are too predictable. Women say that they want stability, but in reality, they want chaos. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this one more. These are emotional beings, meaning if you're planning on keeping her for a long time, you'll have to stimulate all kinds of emotions from her. Anger, sadness, happiness, which is where the romantic dudes fail. They only focus on her happiness. Interesting. These are the kind of men who think that if they spoil her recklessly, do more chores around the house, do homework with the kids, bring money home all the time, give her passwords to the phone, solve all her problems, that makes them the ideal man, right? This is going to be the last one I read, and then we'll, you go around the round table. That doing all these things a real man should do earns them some kind of equity, and that should be some sort of insurance for getting pussy. And let me tell you this, you'll always be disappointed if that's your belief. Understand something, a woman doesn't owe you her loyalty and her self-control. If you believe that a woman owes you her loyalty, self-control, and pussy because you did all that stuff, you'll be disappointed every single time. Yeah. So the question that I formed to these young gentlemen and ladies that we have here. This is what I asked as I read this thread in its entirety. And I think we kind of similarly spoke about this before, maybe back in season 1, but not really this exact, kind of topic. Josh is laughing. But anyways, based on those tweets, that tweet thread, do y'all believe that being chivalrous still works in today's age of dating? So
You want to go first?
I have manners, so I think we should let one of
go
the
first.
ladies go first. And Brittany, you are the designated person I'm going to choose. So take it away. Let me hear what you think.
Do I believe that chivalry is it's dead or?
Well,
Does it
I
work?
guess it's the same thing. I mean,
Okay.
if it still works or if it's dead, like, do you think being chivalrous still, is a thing?
this
like,
for her personal opinion, for her personally, or
no,
just general?
I want to, both. I want to know in person, like in general, and then I also want to know for her specifically.
So I believe my answer is one and the same. I do believe that chivalry is still alive. However, it depends on who you're chivalrous to. I don't believe everyone will accept it or look at it the same way. I don't believe it's gone. Like chivalry, in my opinion, it's never dead. It's still there. However, do I believe that we're in a relationship climate where people will appreciate it for what it is? No, I get the sense that certain women will look at chivalry as almost like a man being soft or a man not being aggressive enough. However, if you're chivalrous to other women, like someone like myself or Tasha, you're looked at differently. You're looked at a man that, one, is respectful, not only respectful of you, but your time, your energy. He is willing to do things for you because he wants to show you that he cares for you in such a way, like opening a car door. That's chivalrous. That's something that's really, really nice. However, a lot of guys don't do that, right? Sure. But then we have to ask the question that we have to ask ourselves is, why not? Do we demand that out of men, or do we believe that it's stupid to even demand such a thing because it doesn't happen anymore? Right? It's kind of the question like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Did men stop being chivalrous because women didn't accept it or weren't receiving it properly? Or did men stop being chivalrous because women were like bitches or not like worthy of it, right? So what came first? What caused what to happen? It's always a cause for something, right? So I don't believe that it's dead. I just don't believe it's appreciated correctly, and the many then cause the few to suffer, right? So look at it like if we look at it via Instagram. Instagram is not about chivalry. Instagram is about what can you do for me right now, right? That's very problematic because in order for a man to be chivalrous, he has to become vulnerable. And a lot of men are afraid of vulnerability. Why? Like anyone would be. Yeah. If you're vulnerable, you now run the risk of getting hurt. If you're vulnerable with a woman, you're allowing yourself to show that you care for her, that she means something to you, that you are willing to do certain things to make sure that she's comfortable. But now if you do that to the wrong woman, she'll step all over you and look at you like you're weak. Chivalry doesn't mean weakness. Chivalry means that you actually like her, that you're actually willing to go above and beyond to make sure that she's okay. Yeah. Right? And that's why I find this post so problematic because, first of all, I'm not a dog. You don't condition me to do anything. I'm not a pet, right? You don't give me treats when I behave correctly. Yeah. I'm not a dog. That's number one. Number two, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Because it sounds like somebody dogged you out and now you out to get all our asses. Yeah. That's what right? It sounds like, yeah. And number three, and I know Tasha's gonna talk about this, like doing things from a position of power, that sounds very transactional. Like you will only do things for me as long as you're in this position of control or power. Power under what context? In a relationship, there's a constant power exchange, right? So like I said, I don't believe it's gone. I just feel like we're not in the space for people to really appreciate it. And those that don't appreciate it, those that follow social media and want the instant gratification and want the bag and want the vacation and don't care about what goes behind it, then the rest of us that actually want the love and the affection and all the other stuff that comes with it suffer. Because if this woman didn't want it, why would I do it for you? I'm already going to assume that you don't want it either because what I see is that women don't want that. Yeah. I could buy her a bag and she'll be okay for her, but that doesn't mean that it applies to me. Yeah. So that's my
I have to say something.
Go ahead.
To oh my goodness, that was really good. that was a well thought take that you took.
Thank you.
Right. And before I get to touch, I just want to say something. So I agree with you actually, like wholeheartedly. I agree with you, but I'm gonna. I have a little but.
Go ahead.
Right. And this is
Yo, Mark.
What happened?
Yo, Mark.
Patrick Starfish.
Why I got Starfish?
I couldn't hold that. I'm sorry.
Y'all can never be serious.
You have a small rebuttal.
I would even call this a rebuttal.
It's a small butt.
I just
I try to help. Sorry.
My bad. I could not laugh.
You can't. It's crazy.
It's a sound effect.
Y'all really gotta grow up.
It be your own friends.
Escaviche, cool yourself.
Y'all gotta grow up.
Cool it.
Patrick.
right, go ahead, bro.
Clam.
Before I forget what I was
Continue
gonna
with
say.
your rebuttal.
It wasn't a rebuttal, but it was just more of a, I guess, but I agree with everything what you said, but I feel like I understood where he was coming from.
Okay. Understanding and agreeing are
Because you
different things.
toxic.
But I don't
nigga.
think no. I don't think he's necessarily coming from a place of hurt. I think he's coming from a place of reality in terms of
Okay.
the women of most of the women of today.
Okay.
I don't categorize how you think as the majority of the women that's out here.
I would agree with you.
The new age women, right?
Yeah.
And I honest to God, I feel like deep down inside, I feel like most men want to be chivalrous to, women that they like, right?
Mhm.
Most men, they want to do that,
Okay.
right? But I feel like, even for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
there's just certain things you just cannot do, especially in the very initial stages of talking to somebody,
dating.
right?
Okay.
Or like, for instance, going on the date. Like, I do feel like there is something called doing too much, right?
Okay.
And then it could make you look a certain way, and I feel like you're setting us expectation, the standard, right?
Mhm.
Of, I guess, the type of person that you are, and it could be taken for granted, and it could be shown as a sign of weakness, right? But this falls back to what you said regarding the type of women that basically don't appreciate stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I feel like the reality situation is most of these women out here, even I guess maybe it's an issue in terms of the women that, or I'm not gonna say y'all, but the women that I've come across, I can't see myself being comfortable being overly, like, I'm not talking about opening the car door. And
but do you do that? Do you open car doors?
You said type of woman. What type of woman?
Let him answer that question first. Let him answer.
Answer which question? Which one you want to know?
All of them.
Because you
nigga,
said
all of
like
them.
opening car doors, like you said it almost like it's kind of
Well,
like, yeah, that's like normal,
alright.
like that's standard. So I'm asking you, do you open car doors?
So, Brittany, to be honest with you,
You don't.
no, no, I didn't say that. Like what Active said a couple episodes ago, he claims that I don't even go on dates. So,
You said that.
You said
No,
that.
you
He
said
doesn't
that.
claim
Don't-
it.
no. He re-emphasizing that. I rarely.
You said that, and
To emphasize something
that you
the thing
said.
had to be
Yo,
said.
yo.
I never said I
Don't
never
turn your
go on
back
dates.
to the camera when you answer this. nigga.
I never said.
Let's see your face.
Listen, I never said that I never go on dates.
Oh nah, I'm gonna get that. Yo, I'm gonna get
I
that.
never
question.
said never.
He never used the word never.
But
I
it's-
don't go out on dates.
It's a rare thing for me.
So
It is
what do
a
you
rare
usually
thing.
do?
He got a
if you
little
like
butt,
That's
and it's a
whole,
rare
What
thing.
you
What do you mean?
Pornhub?
What I usually do?
What meaning? I mean, like if you like somebody and like.
Well,
you
I mean,
spoke to them
are you talking to a person? I've only had one girlfriend my entire life, so I mean.
Ooh, child, we had a whole
that's
conversation
yeah,
about
it's, I don't want to
You
get
take
into
pride
that.
in that
He
shit.
pays
honestly.
for Netflix.
It's not-
so that's
it's-
a movie
Let me
ticket.
tell you, honey, we had a whole conversation. I debunked that whole shit.
Oh no.
We're not gonna get into that though.
Yeah, let's not
Okay.
get off a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I'll say. Regarding that, I just feel like you just with certain women, well, majority of women, your approach kind of has to be. It can't be all the way, too nice. Like I think, but just to reiterate, I think opening the car door. I don't think that's doing too much.
Okay.
By the way, but
do
I think
you
something.
do it?
I do like the dates that I've been. Yes, opening
What
the car.
date?
You opening car
What
doors?
motherfucking dates?
It's the confusion for
Right.
me.
I'm a little confused myself.
Let
What
me-
dates?
Listen,
Bro, that one time when the
Yo, could
moon
y'all
was
shut up?
high and shit, you know what I mean?
damn.
When we was painting the town red with your lady.
Paint the town
bullshit
red.
ass
You don't
nigga.
even like the color red.
Yeah, he can't even look at
Painting
the
town
camera.
red.
Listen.
Alright.
On the initial entrance of her coming in the car, no, I have not done that.
Okay.
But like to get out the car, to go where we're going,
Oh,
to
nah,
open the
I
car.
think
You're
that's
lying.
a big cap.
You're
Wait,
lying.
that's not the same?
You're
Brittany, is
lying.
that-
I don't think
You
you
never,
do that, bro.
you never,
Y'all
you,
niggas-
you
wait, so
never
y'all
got
niggas-
out the
so y'all
car.
niggas
It's
When I
best
opened
if
the
we
door.
move on because you're
Lance.
looking really bad right now.
You?
So
My
y'all,
friend?
wait, y'all don't think, hold on. Y'all don't think I could be chivalrous?
We didn't
never
say
said that.
We never said
We
that.
never said that.
So I
We're
don't
asking
understand what's
you're
going on.
lying.
I'm not lying.
With a capital G at the end. Lying.
I am not lying.
Why
Bro,
you
y'all don't think I
always
open
lying?
just because y'all niggas don't do that. That don't mean that I don't do
Well,
that.
let's take a poll. Who does that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't open car doors under certain situations. I will though. Boom.
Okay.
It's raining. I got the umbrella. My lady under the umbrella. Boom. I'm walking you to the side.
Bab.
Okay.
And opening the door for you.
Okay.
That's practical. It's not practical for me to pull up to your crib, get out the car.
I said
come
that. I
around,
didn't do that.
Open the door, then go back around and then
That was practical once upon a
Yeah,
time.
once upon a time that was.
for who and what generation?
Nah,
It was. I think.
That
no.
was practical.
I
That
know
was
that.
that was
But this-
regular
I've done
practice.
that.
But what I'm saying is that
Nah,
was
I did that before,
olden
though. Yeah, I've done
days.
But
Well, not that old.
Just off the
We're
rip-
not talking like
Just-
Stone
it
Age.
was-
I mean,
it
nigga,
was-
we not like it's not Game of
No, no,
Thrones
no,
out
no,
here.
no, no.
Yeah, people's parents. Like,
Yeah, like
but
our
if
parents,
that's-
our grandparents.
That's the same ideology that we was having a conversation about old-fashioned relationships, old-fashioned women and old-fashioned men. That's something that they did because that was normal back then.
That
That's
was the
not a-
standard.
Right. That's not a normal standard today.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen.
I'll tell
Right,
you
I
something
guess.
that I did.
I
though.
do shit like that because it kind of already sets
But
the
let's-
tone
but-
to
but
let
let's
you know
not-
what
but
type
let's
of time
not-
I'm on.
I agree.
yeah.
But let's
I agree.
put the fact out there that being chivalrous doesn't necessarily only
right. That's
mean
why I was
you
telling
opening a car
Brittany.
door.
No,
There's
I
a
agree.
number-
Yeah. We're just
Way
using
more
it as an
things.
Something
example.
that I do on the regular, my woman doesn't walk on the outside by
Didn't
the
I
street.
just tell you that?
Bab?
Exactly.
That's chivalrous. But
Yeah,
there's no
it is.
attention
I
to that.
just told you
It
that.
is.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is the truth.
And that's something
No,
I
I
like.
don't.
People
I,
are
hate,
that is
used to
true.
that.
I honestly hate that when I'm walking with some. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I be.
So let
Right.
me, before, like
I
I said,
agree.
before we get to
Yeah.
Tasha, let me ask y'all this.
Did you know that?
Nigga, please.
Wait.
I'm tired of y'all.
All right, hold on, wait.
asked-
Before
I
you
only
continue,
asked.
you see that situation right there? If you do that, right, and now y'all have to go across the street, do y'all like what happens?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So, if you're on the inside
Yeah.
of the street, right, close to the buildings, and you walking up, and now y'all go across the street.
Then
and now y'all
basically
make
she
a
would be
left,
on the
and now
outside.
she's on the inside by the cars. What do you do?
No, in a situation like that, that's just, I think people overthink that. Because if you're crossing a two-way street, bro, we not crisscrossing twice in the street, my nigga. We gonna get hit crisscrossing. You might as well just let them walk, bro.
All right, cool. Because son, I've heard somebody say no. But
That's over the top.
Like, nah,
son.
nigga,
Yeah.
That's just
bugging.
over
I mean,
the
but
top.
there has been times when I've been walking and I've been pulled back,
Yeah.
so that they could go around.
Yeah.
Like that has happened. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this before
Or
we
we
get to
reposition.
Tasha. Do y'all? Because I'm just curious. Do y'all think would y'all do flowers on the very first date?
No.
Mm-mm.
That's a good question. I got
No.
flowers on
I
my
haven't.
very first
I wouldn't
date.
either.
I
I
haven't.
wouldn't
Yes.
either. Would you? But is that something? Would you, if hypothetically,
You
no.
I
did?
fucking knew you
No,
for like
bro.
10 years.
Right,
and
but on
now
the
it's
first
like,
date.
All right, we going
Because
on a-
that
Wait,
was
I
don't know you, I'm not-
That was a
Wait,
traditional practice
Hold
back
on,
then as well.
hold on.
I still gotta pay
Hold
for all this other
on.
shit.
Flowers
Hold
ain't that
on.
expensive.
Yeah,
It sure
hold on
ain't.
for a second. You said you got flowers on the first date?
I did.
Where to do that?
What? Yeah, where you
5 years together.
And what?
Oh,
okay.
you with him right now?
Yep.
Chill.
Okay, drop a bomb for that. I hope that's not capped.
Well, I guess he
I
knew
hope
it
she's
was
not
gonna
fronting.
blossom.
5 years together.
Okay.
That's what's
So let me say,
up.
did that make a difference?
Yes, and
A
I'll tell
big
you why.
difference.
I didn't want to go on the first date. I didn't. I had just
So
had
why did you?
finals.
You was just
all
hungry?
this stuff. No. No.
Our best friend.
Our best friend was just like, Brittany, give it a shot. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, whatever. And I didn't want to go. So I was already in a bad mood. I get into the car and the first things out of my mouth is, thanks for pulling me out of my house. And before I could finish the sentence, he presented me with the flowers and I melted because I love flowers.
Did he open the door? It don't sound like he did.
No, not when I got in the
Okay.
car. But
That's the same thing
when
what I
we
said.
But you don't
when-
care about that.
But she didn't.
No, but this is the thing. He made me realize that it was like, oh shit, this still happens. Because before him, I didn't think to even demand that of someone because it just simply didn't happen. And not even with my mom and dad. I didn't see that. So it was kind of just like,
That's dope.
you don't know that something's missing until you see it and then you realize that it's missing. Or that is something that makes you feel good.
I said that recently. When you're in certain relationships and you think that that you want that person, but there's another person that show you that, hey, this can happen. And
It's
that can
better.
happen.
Yeah.
And damn, this is what I've been missing out for this whole
Let me
time.
even tell you about flowers. He's so legit that I was in Georgia this past weekend and it was Mother's Day. I was in Georgia on Mother's Day.
Your mother?
She said earlier that she wasn't.
Oh,
You forgot.
Active don't pay attention.
I
Continue,
was
Brittany.
in Georgia. My mom's here. I was in Georgia. I was seeing my dad and my mom sends me a picture of flowers. And I'm like, oh, okay, she probably got the flowers, whatever. And she was like, he just came and dropped off these flowers for me for Mother's Day. He didn't tell me anything. I didn't know. He didn't tell me anything. I had spoken to him earlier in the day. He didn't tell me anything. After my mother told me that, I then sent him a message like, thank you so much. Like, I love you. You're amazing. And I give this example to kind of go back to this power play, right? If that would have been a power play from my boyfriend's point, he would have called me and been like, hey, did your mom tell you that I dropped off flowers for her? Because ultimately, it's to make him look good to me. Yeah. But the fact that I had no idea means that that was something that he wanted to do for my mother because of the relationship that they have together.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right? That's how he is. That's the type of person that he is. Whoever comes behind him, if somebody comes behind him, my God, good luck.
Yeah.
He set such a standard. And it goes back to your point, Chase. Like, you do certain things and then it sets a standard. The standard has been set extremely high. And now what I will allow has shifted. Now
the
it
game
has
has
shifted.
evolved though, because that still could be a power play.
It could.
How? How would
Because
have been?
I wouldn't call you. If like, all right.
No, he didn't call me.
No,
What
but
I'm
that's
saying,
that's the point.
Oh.
You don't call.
You don't
just
say
be
that.
like,
I
let
see
me
what
drop
you
You
this
let the
shit
mom
off,
do the talking
and let me
for
get
you.
the text
I
later.
see what you mean. Maybe
And
because
now-
it's 5 years
and
in.
now you over here like, oh my god.
Okay, you know what? I will
Right.
agree with you if it was earlier. If this had happened
Right.
early in the
Nah, yeah,
relationship. The
absolutely.
fact that we have so
5
many
years
years
later, I
together,
mean,
it's kind of just like,
you-
this is who he is. And he's
Yeah.
done another thing. Yo, I'm just bigging up this man. For COVID, every time that he went to BJ's, I got a call to my house, what y'all need.
Yeah.
Every single
That's what's
time
up.
for COVID.
Yeah.
Like during lockdown. And we didn't need anything. Every single time.
I
Like,
mean,
Sounds like that's somebody that
I feel like that's
No, but
hold on
that's
to.
something you do when you 5 years in. There's girls today that's dating
That
you for
want
2
that
weeks
in
that
the-
think
And
you
they
I
doing
want
agree.
shit
shit
like
like
that.
that.
I agree.
And then you get
But
them.
this
Yeah.
is where we go
that's-
into
that's what
unrealistic
I-
expectations.
That's what I was that's what I was about to say. Like, when you in a relationship and you have 2-3 years in, that's something that is like, don't cheat. You're supposed to do that for your girl. Like,
but that's the thing.
You're
But,
supposed to do that for each other.
but is that
Matter of fact.
happening? It's not happening.
Oh, with,
to
with
be
people
honest,
in relationships.
Yes, it's not happening. I feel like I got one of the rare ones, and I'm not trying to big him up or anything. I'm just talking
are
on.
big him up. No, you should have big him up. Don't
it's definitely
Like-
rare,
don't be
Just don't say his name.
I did it.
Definitely rare. So, Tasha, I want to get your take real quick before we get to the rest of the gentlemen. On the
Okay.
floor. So the floor is yours. How you ultimately feel,
Oh,
and your
about,
personal preference
about chivalry.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
based on those tweets, pretty much.
well, that man, I just feel like he just is a huge representation of like toxic masculinity, but we'll go into that later. But like for chivalry in general, of course it's not dead, but I definitely think that what people need to do is that when you meet somebody and y'all start dating and y'all in that talking stage or whatever, y'all need to have a conversation about like where y'all stand on certain things. I feel like I understand, like I get what you're saying. Like, I agree with you 100%, Brittany. Like, you meet a girl and you try to be chivalrous to her, but she doesn't accept it or whatever. My thing is like, have a conversation. Like, I feel like people meet each other and it's like, oh, you know, maybe be chivalry, but maybe not, because what if... My thing is like, stop.
How do you have
stop
that
with the-
conversation, like, during the initial stage? Like, how does that even happen?
Okay, so
Like, hey, baby, so you...
No.
The show
Or are you
It's more like, okay, let's say now people like to do dating apps, right? So let's say you're on a dating app, you match with someone, y'all talking, hi, introduction, whatever. So tell me about yourself. They usually tell you about like what they're doing, like their profession or whatever, and then you keep on talking or whatever. And then a good, well, first of all, a lot of people on their profiles tell you, like, I'm romantic, I'm this,
All right, let's
I'm
skip.
that.
Let's skip.
So
the
it's like,
let's skip the dating app. I meet you at a lounge or a social event.
okay.
Then what?
Okay, so we talking. Same thing.
So this.
Hi, what's
so
your
this
name?
This is a conversation that gets brought up during the first.
We're talking about the first date here, not the
Yeah.
first interaction where you're meeting them.
Okay.
Not like I'm at a bar. Oh, so by the way, you like me, I like you. Okay, so I like roses, I like champagne. No,
Yeah,
it's
and-
at the
and-
first date.
And nobody's, I'm not even talking about like in general, like the flowers and stuff. That can come later. I'm literally talking about like the little things that comes with like chivalry. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was, for example, if I was a guy, right? And we've been talking for a while. Let's say we've been talking for like a good like 3 weeks or whatever. And I already kind of know like, okay, she's like, you know, she's like romantic, or she's type of like, you know, she likes chivalry, basically. when I come at her, right, maybe I might not bring flowers because, you know, generally people don't really bring flowers on a first date like that unless they know somebody that well, I guess. But my thing is, I would be like, oh, let me open the car door. Let me walk. Let me, like, the way I move. Like, when you're walking with her, making her walk inside, like inside the street or whatever, the sidewalk or whatever. Or, I mean, the reason why I'm speaking through, like, you know, personal experience, right? I went on my first date with a dude. We've been talking for a while. And I mean, he sensed certain things about me. And then, like, when he came to me, like when we first went on our first date, he definitely was chivalrous. I dropped my utensils by accident. I was going to go get it. He's like, no, I got you. And then he went and go get the utensils from the waitress for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little things.
He paid.
Wait a minute. We're going to get to that. But what I was going to say, a key thing that you just said that a lot of people don't practice is you were getting to know him. Y'all were getting to know each other for a couple of weeks prior to dating. We got to normalize that.
No, yeah, but that's not normal.
But that was what
people meet somebody like you. Somebody DM you on Instagram today. Niggas want to link you tomorrow. It's like you don't know nothing about this person. So when you now meet them, you could be wasting all your time, and then for a dude that's gonna pay for everything, you wasting your money for a girl that you know you probably not even gonna like.
But I mean, that was my introduction. That's what I said. I'm like, two people, y'all need to have the conversation. Y'all need to, like, come to a consensus of who y'all are and what y'all want. Because at the end of the day,
y'all
like,
might not be compatible.
Exactly, because that's the whole point. When you like somebody, right? I mean, come on, what you want? Okay, you want her to be your girlfriend. You want her to be your boy, him to be your boyfriend. Like, what you want? You want a relationship? Y'all want to fuck? Like, what y'all like? Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. What you want from me? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'll be very clear. Okay, I'll be very clear. And initially, I feel like put everything on the table. Okay, so that you know exactly who I am and what I want, so that you can determine whether you want the same things too. And if you don't, I'm cool with you, like, doing your own thing. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? For me, cool, do you. But leave me alone. Because if I want something, like a specific thing, if I want the chivalry, I want us to, like, date, to keep talking, eventually be in a relationship, that's what I want. And if you don't want it to, exit.
Or if you have enough insight to know that you can't provide it, then also say something. Be like, nah, I don't think I could provide that for you.
So,
exactly.
So Tasha,
yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
You like, I'm just gonna ask you a straight up question. You like your dudes overly romantic? Like,
what's
is that
overly
something?
romantic?
Yeah, what is that?
Like what this guy said, like over the top, like overly romantic, like going the extra mile.
What's an example?
What he said didn't make sense to me because he described chivalry, but then said overly romantic.
Yeah, like he was just very clear about his
being romantic. But
I mean, I get.
You could be chivalrous and still be an asshole.
He put chivalry in the same topic.
I think before you even do that, we should just
all of this is based on reward.
Our answers.
Oh, you want to say something active?
No, I'm just saying because
go ahead.
No,
yeah, you're right. Go ahead. give your thoughts. Thank you, Tasha.
No problem.
We're gonna come back.
Nah, let Phresh.
No. You go. You go. I'm curious to hear how you feel.
I just don't want to stray off. That's why.
No, I get it. So now we want to hear what you got to say
about that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
about
dead. I agree with what Brittany said because sometimes you want to do certain stuff for people, but you're scared to do it because you don't want to you don't know how they're going to react.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said too.
And no, she said it. You retweeted what she said. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't say it, actually. So anyway, but when you do, for anybody who want to be, you know, that person, you do it because you want to do it. Don't let nobody try to, you know, direct you into not doing how you are, how you naturally are. Because if you're a natural person that do nice things for people and you see that they're not comprehending, then you know what to do. You just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me?
I said just move accordingly.
Yeah, just move accordingly.
You adapt.
Yo, he thought you had beef?
Nah, I didn't hear what he said. That's why I asked him.
You adapt.
Yeah, so just try to always be yourself. That's my thing. So, always be yourself. But if you want to be petty, you could act like them, be petty, and
so what you do?
I'll probably be petty.
Well, let me ask you.
I like the honesty. I appreciate it.
Let me ask you this, Active. So, have you ever felt at a point in your life where, you was feeling this woman, you like this girl, the initial stages, right? And have you ever like said to yourself, or talk to yourself out of like, I guess, doing something overly, quote unquote, nice, or I guess over the top chivalrous, but you kind of like talk yourself out of it? Has that
for a reason, like in the fear of being like overly seen as weak or something?
Whatever reason that you formulated in your head, I'm just curious. Like,
have I ever did something?
He's basically asking, have you ever stopped yourself from doing something something overly romantic for someone that you just basically just met?
Right, correct.
And can you let us know why you stopped yourself?
If you stopped yourself.
If you did.
If I stopped myself, I really never been in that situation where I had to stop myself to do something for somebody. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if I'm overly gonna do something, it's because I really like this person.
You
whatever.
feel
so I'm not gonna stop myself from doing something if I like this person.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I do it, and
so you've done it before, just to get that clarification.
I don't know what overly means.
Nigga, yes or no? Have you done it?
We don't know what it means.
Can you debunk that a little bit?
Damn, man.
We don't know what overly
because
romantic
personally,
means.
I feel like if somebody's overly like romantic, my thing is like if you're
that even exist?
super nice, who doesn't like someone who's super thoughtful, super nice anyway?
You'd be surprised.
I mean,
no,
you would be surprised.
I did say that in the car.
So somebody said,
I think some women they don't like
hold on.
One person.
All right, go on.
Relax, bro.
So bad.
Brittany said earlier that in this generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
This generation of females, like they'll probably go in their group chat and say, yo, this nigga too nice. I need somebody a little rough. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with this generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just think everything is a run over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if a guy likes you, he likes you. Like stop trying to be something that the Instagram is telling you to be.
Yeah.
Or what these songs are basically telling you to be. Like there's songs right now, get that bread, get that head and leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And there's girls who are
that you
really
play all the time.
Yeah,
Ran that
that's
shit back?
true.
Did you run it back?
Pull up.
Ladies, what you do? Get that bread?
Yeah.
And leave.
Yeah. But you see, I feel like this generation is also weak-minded because I grew up with rap, where they talk about killing and selling drugs and stuff. But we wasn't out there killing and selling drugs.
Yeah.
Well, we probably selling drugs,
Some
but
people were.
There were some guys that were doing killings too, actually.
Some people on crack. Yeah.
But all right, so all of us who listen to rap, this whole thing right now, right? Let's just say this whole room listen to rap.
None of us
music
drink
from-
lean.
None of us drink exactly.
Yeah.
None of us is going to the club with a gun, like how they say they be hiding it or whatever, to shoot somebody in the club. Like rap, like the rap from back then. They was really talking about how to kill somebody.
So you're saying that basically now, this generation, and again, we're not generalizing because there's some people that don't fall under this, but people take things and they run with it. It's almost like they're taking things too literal.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the whole sweetie thing with the Birkin thing, but I don't want to derail us too much. But I feel like since we're talking about what men do, like with Sweetie's comment about the Birkin, I'm paraphrasing, but basically don't fuck with the nigga if he can't buy you a Birkin, right?
Right.
I feel like women took that way too literal.
Right.
They didn't do the currency exchange of what it actually meant. For people in Sweetie's bracket, that you can take literal because your man can afford to buy you that, right? The Cardi B's, the whatever is, they can afford to do that. You're with a man that's capable of that. But if your man work at USPS,
a post office, he can't afford no Birkin bag.
He can't do that. So it's like you can't have these unrealistic standards because they're not going to work.
If you can't buy yourself a Birkin, what the fuck you want me to buy you a Birkin for?
Or if you can't put what's worth of that bag in your bag.
Yeah. If you can't buy it twice, don't tell me to buy it once.
Then you need to have over 100,000 in your bag. But again, it's the overgeneralization and taking things way too literal.
Although I agree with y'all that this generation is weak-minded and that they believe in this type of stuff.
Impressionable.
Right. But at the same time, men and women don't move accordingly to the people that they
they're
meet.
with. Yeah.
You can't just assume that because you think that this generation acts this way, that this girl or this guy that you're dealing with is exactly the same way. That's why like I said, you need to
overgeneralization.
have conversations. Like conversing and really getting to know one another is so important, because it's like, for example, I'm not like that, but niggas be moving like I'm like that. So I'm sitting there like, but I'm not like that though. But do they have the conversation with me to get to know me more so that they can understand? No. So it's like, we need to also, although like those cases are very true, we can't generalize everybody in a generation like that. There are different people, and you just have to have the conversation and getting to know people.
To end this topic, I'm gonna just end it.
Well,
with this.
we didn't get Chase's opinion. Then we gonna wrap up.
Chase, do you really have a
Nah, I'm curious to hear what you have
that
to say.
topic?
Yes, I want to hear what you have to say.
Chase
For chivalry? Bro, I don't. Nigga, I'm opening doors. I don't care. Like, that's
Period.
just me.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody could ever tell me I'm a sucker because I'm opening doors. Like, and I can't.
not.
I'm gonna tell you
and
straight
not
up.
just
I'm
say-
not
let's
buying
not-
you no fucking Birkin. Are you dumb? 'Cause
What
you
about
want
what about a Coach bag?
My thing is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Birkin
listen.
is too much though.
My limit on some type of shit like that is like a
Look,
stack.
man. If I could buy,
Okay.
if
But
I
a
could
can
buy-
go along with them
$40,000 Birkin,
stacks.
I'm gonna tell you,
If
yo,
I could
you want
buy
me to
something
spend
3 times,
$40,000
I'll
on
get it.
this item,
Didn't I
or
see
you
that
want
in
me
the
to
car?
take this money and then either you can get a crib, some jewelry, a new car, like we're gonna
Equity.
use this
First
in
of
different
all,
ways.
Yeah.
Who said that spending money made you chivalrous though?
That's what.
No,
Again.
I'm not putting that. I'm
Truth.
just saying.
No, I'm
if
not
you
saying
come to
you in
me,
general. I'm
yeah.
just saying the conversation we talking about chivalry somehow turned
Oh,
into
son did that.
Turn into
Spending
monetary,
Did
yeah.
that.
It's
I
like,
think
this
the,
stupid nigga
the
here.
women of this
Yeah, he
generation,
did. That was in the thing.
This
though.
dumb nigga here.
the
did it.
women of
Well, I
this
did say I didn't
generation,
read
they
all them
tie
damn
in
threads.
There was a
being
lot.
chivalrous. to
That means you need to
the
stop
man giving
fucking
more
with the
money.
type of chicks you chasing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's who you attract.
And that's
No,
on
it's
Mary
true.
Had a Little
Because if
Lamb.
you turn around and you and it's crazy, yo. It's fucking crazy.
I had that
because
conversation with you. People need to stop chasing people that they know they're not
Yeah.
good for them.
You're
Come on.
You can't date out of
and
your tax
unfortunately,
bracket. I'm
it comes
sorry.
back
It's
to
hard-
our
it's rough.
whole community.
Yo, but you know it's funny that you say that, and I ain't gonna stay too long on this. We can move on after I comment on what you just said. Dating in your tax bracket. How long I've been saying that? I've been saying that for a long ass time. But hold on.
It's also
The problem with this is for women,
yeah.
they feel that they don't have to.
I agree.
You can get the man that makes 3 times as much as you, and it's all good.
Because
But
they
let
tax
you make
exempt,
more
bro.
than him,
They tax
and it's a
exempt.
problem.
You
But
can't
we-
raise your voice.
That's
you
a whole new topic for another day.
All right, we
Are
We're
you
not
raising
getting
your
into
voice,
that.
my nigga? You only make 40
Oh,
grand.
nigga, you sound battered, son. You
We talk
sound
about this
so
on our third
battered.
episode
We did talk
podcast.
about
The
this.
double
No,
standard.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
it is a
But
huge
that's how they
double
talk
standard.
right now. But
Double
yeah,
standard.
no,
let's move on.
we gonna move on, but
You mean
right,
my octave? My octave is too loud.
right before we
Sorry.
move
I mean,
on,
nobody
listen,
can tell me that. But
You
I'm just saying.
battered, son.
listen.
No, nobody can tell me that.
right before we move on, you know, I'm very Josh. We need you real
Make
quick,
a clip. That nigga's a bitch.
real quick, Josh, because because you're old school. I'm very curious to hear what you think about this specific topic before you move on. Because every time you say something, the whole room
He's wearing a
becomes
colored mask.
becomes enlightened.
Okay.
Can you run that question back again? Like,
So basically, based
He
on
never seen the thread?
based on the thread, I didn't show him the thread. I just spoke about it. But basically, is being overly chivalrous. Well, what was the question?
We still don't
Bro,
know what overly
Josh,
chivalrous.
it's as simple as this.
Wait, hold on.
Overly romantic.
Because we don't know what that just chivalrous.
Right.
We don't know what that
He gonna read
means.
it.
All right. Basically, is being chivalrous still in? He's reading it from. Okay.
It's a lot, so you might want to skim.
Nah,
being
but
chivalrous,
is it still
Doesn't work,
effective?
right.
Do you still believe in chivalry? That's the question, bro.
Like, do you think it's like?
I just asked him.
all right.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I generally just, out of what I heard everybody else say, I pretty much agree with active. Like, if it's not that hard to be kind to people, like I'm kind to men and women regardless. I'll hold the door open for you. I'll open the door for you. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, if as long as it's authentic to you, then do it. And if it's not, then fine. But I mean, the whole idea, what I do think is fucking fake and phony though, is men who are quote unquote chivalrous, but really they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like they're fake. They're fake
trying to
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this door, but you gotta open your legs later. baby.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I almost kind of hate the term.
So there's an ulterior motive behind that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That's
And
funny.
if you know anything about the history of chivalry, it's nasty. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like the people who invented that shit, they're like, old white dudes from the medieval times or whatever, and they were all noble and whatnot, but they were all doing nasty
They were-
shit behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
they were
Yeah.
asses. Absolutely.
They're definitely raping women.
All right, nah, that was a good one. All right, Josh.
We're opening the doors for women to the brothel.
I've been opening the door.
Straight up.
All right, that was good, ladies. Thank y'all. We gonna.
That nigga's still stupid.
Yeah, every time I see him is just I know. It's
I
something, he
did
said
agree with
crazy.
something he said though.
The end
Alright.
of it.
Yeah, towards the
But
end.
he tried to
Oh,
sugarcoat everything he said
Yeah.
with the end.
There
He
was, I
made
don't
some
know,
sense,
one
some
slide
here and
I
there,
agreed with.
but,
The only thing I agreed with was the part where he said, don't expect people to behave a certain way or give you something just because,
That's
you
the
do something
decoy.
right.
For the sake of
That's
yeah.
the
Like
decoy.
that I agree with, because you can be the perfect homemaker, you could be the perfect wife, you could fuck your husband on a regular and he'll still cheat on you. So it's like your expectations can't be solely based on, what it is that you bring to the table. Because anything can happen. That I agree with. The rest, no. And I don't agree with it under the context that he was trying to put it under.
He still ain't shit. I don't like it.
That part.
I don't like him.
Well,
right.
I understood where he was coming from,
All right,
but we gonna move on. God
bro.
damn! All right, I say y'all not gonna boo me here tonight, all right?
Bull you.
We gonna get to
Yo, Mark.
we gonna get to the next segment.
What?
No, he's a
Niggas
starfish.
Dolphin man.
Aquaman.
Shark Tank.
Shark
Anyways.
Tail.
Anyway,
Baby shark.
and y'all niggas doing that. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're moving on.
Move on.
Before we do that, make sure you guys follow us on all of our social media platforms. Stoop Talk Podcast, once again, is the name. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. The Twitter handle is called Stoop Talk Pod. All right. So Stoop Talk Podcast. Like, comment on all of our posts. Reshare them. Reshare them as many times as you want. And yeah, definitely do all of that. That'll be a big help to the show. All right. Stoop Talk Podcast. So moving on. One of my favorite times of the show. It is
It's time for the Stoop Breaker.
the Stoop Breaker time. Yeah. All right. So the Stoop Breaker, like what I sent to y'all, it's unscripted. It's
Phresh,
like a
you got
silly
this?
Who's doing it?
icebreaker.
I got one.
Oh, you do?
All right,
Oh, you
yeah.
do?
I got one.
Thank
Oh,
God.
hopefully.
Icebreaker.
Take it away, sir. Fresh.
Pissed him off, son.
No, I'm good.
Fucked up his title.
Good looking. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Nah, this one.
So if y'all don't
basically-
like it, I want y'all to give him that same energy, though.
Bro, my Stoop Breakers is always good. Chill.
Please, not always.
But let me.
You think
Okay.
so?
All right, don't even
Okay.
argue with this man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
he
give y'all a
stupid.
brief synopsis on what it actually is, because he never explained it right. Anyway, the Stoop Breaker is basically a random topic that nobody knows except the person that's gonna present the Stoop Breaker, and it could be a brain teaser, it could be a stupid silly question, it could just be a debatable topic. So the Stoop Breaker for this week, right,
Clean. You see that?
is what is the best hood dish? By example, I'm gonna tell you it could be chopped cheese from
Nigga,
the
chicken wings
chicken.
and French fries.
It could be that. It could be the chicken wings cut up with the fried rice. It could be a bacon, egg, and cheese. What was your favorite, the best thing that if you was getting from before school or after school, like something you was getting to eat? What is the
I know
best?
So
what
it
Lance's
so
is.
it
I
has
know
to
what
be
Lance's
like
is.
something that you buy. It can't be something you make.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, something that you buying.
So you
like
buy
from
it?
the hood, like the
Hood
corner
special.
store. Like you
Yeah,
go to the
hood special.
bodega to get that type.
So I can't say oxtail?
No, because that's not your
that's
hood
that's
special.
not a hood.
Your hood
I got
special.
you.
Oxtail is kind
Nah.
of bougie.
You need-
like, it's
his
pretty
was the
expensive.
I know, I'm
Oxtail
missing
is
it.
expensive.
The beef patty
Yeah.
deluxe, nigga. That was his shit, son. I know
Well,
Lance
who's gonna
for
go first?
years, son.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
wanna do it?
hard.
I gotta.
I got two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to get it.
You see how that go? Everybody in their head pondering
Facts.
like,
Active
yo, what
goals.
is it?
Yo,
That's how it's supposed
I
to
used
be.
to I used to fuck up some cup of noodles with hot sauce. I'm sorry.
No, that was good. That was my first
fuck
initial.
them up. And then I used to get the $3 special from the Chinese store.
Yeah.
It was what it was? It was 3 chicken wings cut up with French fries. Used to fuck that up too.
They tricked you, so they made you.
Damn, I feel
They
like
made
mine
you
was-
make it feel like it was 6 pieces, but it was really the end of the week.
Nah, you ask them to cut the chicken,
Yeah,
bro.
you asked them to cut the
You
Oh,
go in there and
3
be like,
wings,
yo,
It was
let me
a
get
$3
4 chicken
legit
wings cut up.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
that $3
Chinese people
special
be
now
fucking slick.
it's
son.
probably like $10. You know what I'm saying? But
Let me get the $3 special. It's $10.
yeah, I used to fuck that up. I used to fuck up some friggin' cup of noodles with hot sauce. Fuck it up all the time, every morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Chinese
Yeah,
food
hood
in the morning?
specials don't have a time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They
That's
don't.
a-
Yeah.
You can order
It's
chopped
like-
cheese in the morning.
Yeah.
I know, but like with hot sauce, I feel like that.
Nah,
like, your
it don't
stomach
matter.
gonna be a
It
little
don't matter.
uneasy.
When you in the hood, you got a
when you
different
like
type of
not-
stomach.
11 years old,
But it's not really that spicy where it burns your mouth. It just gives it that taste that.
that shit
Well, I
now.
don't like hot sauce,
That-
so maybe that's it.
All right, so
that's
what about y'all? What's y'all answer?
I feel like mine's is corny.
What's yours?
It probably is.
What you
Let's
gonna say,
go.
bacon, eggs, and
Shoot
cheese?
for it, though.
No, salt and vinegar chips.
That's not a dish.
It's not really
Not a
dish.
special.
See,
It gotta
then I
be
have to.
food.
Then I have to.
Well,
read,
Brittany
I
don't
have to
really
come-
eat. You see,
What about a hero?
I eat.
A
I'm
hero?
Hero never ate.
I'm
I'm on the
alive.
What about
come back to you?
What about a hero with the sperm killers? No.
No.
With tropical fantasies.
Yeah.
Remember those?
50 cent
No, see,
sodas.
this is the thing. I was one of those like my mom made me lunch type of girls.
Oh,
You know,
my
so
mom
it's
did
like-
too.
I don't. I don't know.
All right, so let me.
Okay, on field trips, I would get like the hero.
I had
No, it
said
might be a
this.
thing because y'all both Panamanians, so you know
Oh.
Yeah.
Panamanian.
I used to. My mom used to make me a sandwich, right?
Sandwich.
I was just thinking that too.
Right. But it was
he didn't go to the prestigious public school. You was never in an Astro class, huh?
But she used to put butter. I didn't know all these years until I saw her like making the
back
same
to this shit.
sandwich for my son.
yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you putting butter with what it was
Turkey.
again?
Yo, just cut this.
Yeah.
Let's take an old clip.
It was turkey,
It was
right?
a turkey sandwich.
Yeah,
I was like,
we've heard
she was
this
like, I
story.
used to
Season
give
one.
that to you every morning. I'm like, I didn't know.
He did the same shit.
You know, Tasha eats her sandwiches like dry. Pause. Like just dry.
Yeah, I don't like
What?
mayo.
nothing. Nothing.
Mayo is
You don't-
disgusting.
you don't like
shit,
No, but
bro.
like no
Nah, I
butter,
don't-
no oil, like not
No,
just
I like
dry.
You don't need
Dry.
that.
I
The
eat-
lettuce and the tomato give you the moisture.
So-
First of all, the
That's
Chipotle
weird.
chicken breast with the
That's
pepper
weird.
jack cheese, okay? It already gives the flavor.
That's weird.
okay.
That's dry.
All right, that's
Feels
good.
like
Yeah,
you
you
need
just
a
gotta
soda.
stay going to Panera.
so-
All right, I'll give y'all mine.
No,
so
no,
we
no,
can,
that's at the corner store. That's
so we
the
can-
Nah, mine was the beef patty deluxe and a bacon egg.
You got to
and
tell them
cheese.
what was in the
but
beef patty
that's-
deluxe because they don't know.
All right, so the beef patty
said
deluxe
that?
was a regular roll
Mhm.
with a beef patty warmed up, and then depending on your taste, you could do mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato.
Shit slap.
Cheese.
You laugh.
No, I
That
ain't
shit
gonna
I
front.
slap.
know.
Nah, I did
That
nah,
shit.
this-
And let me tell you, hold on.
You blew up the
matter
bathroom
of
back
fact,
out.
Lance will attest to this.
Nah, it
At
was
4:00 in the morning, in the summertime, sun
Shabish.
barely coming up, and you like
Coming from
damn,
the party,
coming
all
from
of
a
us at
party,
the spot. Yo,
we get home and be like, fuck, gotta go to the store. Why you going to the store? Son, I'm hungry. All right, be patty deluxe. Now
That
you
shit
out
slap.
there
Nah, that
with
shit
the
slap.
fucking crackhead standing there stumbling like, damn, son, now this shit's lit. And you just go back.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it's
So
a lot
Phresh,
of work,
you
but
said
that
yours?
shit.
Did everybody go?
I ain't say mine.
All right, you want me to go? Let me go.
How you
How
ask
you
him
ask
and then
and
answer?
then you go?
all right. Go ahead.
My bad. Guess that was the Joe BC side of me. Anyways, actually, Chase, I would say that's probably my second favorite, the beef patty deluxe. My first,
cookies and
really and
cream.
truly, my first is bacon, egg, and cheese. I love
Yeah, it's
me.
one of two.
Nah, it's bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. One word.
Right, facts. It is.
Salt, pepper, ketchup, or not?
Hell no, not no
Salt,
ketchup.
pepper,
You don't put
ketchup.
Really? You
ketchup.
don't
No
put ketchup
go
on
eggs.
eggs?
Nah.
Boy.
How could I
A
forget?
lot of black pepper.
How
That
could
was
I
the
forget?
previous
I
deal
used to,
breaker. Just
I used to
ketchup
buy
on eggs.
heroes.
That
and
was
put,
mine too.
Put
by the way.
chips in the hero.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You have
That's
to
not
put
bad.
the
That's
Doritos,
good.
the nachos.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
That's
Phresh,
my-
go
It
ahead.
gives
What's
it, you know
yours?
what I'm saying?
So we can wrap up.
Now the Doritos.
Nah, mine. Probably like as a kid back in the day, like one of my number one joints, like I used to say, was gonna be 4 chicken wings cut up, but you gotta put the hot sauce and ketchup on it though.
Not the barbecue sauce.
After the
soak
barbecue
that
sauce.
shit.
Barbecue sauce too, but you gotta drown that
You
shit.
gotta
though.
soak it. Yeah.
Like it gotta
Facts.
soak through the
That's what I
bag.
used to get
With French fries, bro.
Facts. I forgot to.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that
you'd
was
have
one.
to consume that real quick, otherwise.
And then my
Yeah.
other one, I ain't gonna hold you. In the mornings, if I had a little money, I would splurge a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
I'm getting the BLT with turkey bacon and all of that. If
BLT was
if I was
popular.
broke a little bit, like yo, let me get a bagel with cream cheese and jelly. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's is
Yeah.
Bagel,
And
cream
mine's
cheese,
is
jelly, and
Mine's
bacon.
is bacon.
Yeah.
No, just bagel and cream cheese and bacon.
Oh.
Jelly. That's
I don't like bacon with cream cheese.
I do.
I don't.
You Panamanian, that's why.
I guess that's why.
Yeah.
I just thought I just
So
liked it.
safe
He
to
doesn't
say,
have an acquired taste.
safe
Yeah,
to
my
say,
mom never used to put mayo. She used to put butter. That's why it fucked me up. When I'm like, yo, what you doing? Why you putting butter with it? She's like, I used to feed that to you all the time. But anyway,
What you about to say,
forward.
Fresh?
safe to
what?
say that my stoop break is flat, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I'm
Anyways,
saying?
we're moving on. Thank
What was
you,
yours?
Fresh.
Just
You know
for
the
the
funny
curiosity.
thing? All of these things
No,
I didn't
we'll
come
say
from
that.
the hood. It's just like
Oh, please
They're
throw it,
good.
throw it in the
Oh, wow.
trash.
White folks don't eat
Don't save anything.
Stupid ass sexual thing.
Hey guys, what do you like to put on at night?
You guys like to sleep in pajamas or no pajamas? Yeah,
That's not how I sound.
that's exactly how you say.
Anyways, we're moving on.
Then when you go answer, you be like,
last topic.
We're moving on.
Because I know my answer.
I like
But
footsies.
I want to hear what you But I want to hear what you guys like to wear, you fucking creep.
I hope y'all having fun.
Nah, go ahead.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, for the 10th time, we're moving on.
Now niggas rushing to
This
move
nigga
on.
is upset.
So you getting his
I'm
ass
not.
cut.
I don't get upset. You know what I'm saying? I don't get upset.
All right.
All right.
So
Call Thomas, relax.
They're like siblings, and he's the youngest.
And I'm the youngest, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
funny. Anyways, for the 20th time, moving on.
10 plus 1 is not 20.
Fucking
Sorry.
dramatic, son.
Do remember our merch is at ChristophChristian.com. Shout out to the guys. Christoph Christian. Phresh got on the Christoph Christian piece right there, along with the dad hat. It's one of my favorites.
I don't even got that navy blue, son.
I do.
You drug your feet on that.
It's velvet. You know what I'm saying? You want to, if you touch it.
You got the black one, though.
Yes.
Touch it.
I said I want every color.
Them one touch it.
Nobody never listens to me. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, I got on the Stoop Talk hat. You know what I'm saying? You see that?
and the shirt.
Oh, and I got the
Christoph.
That's
Yeah,
the
he
Christoph
didn't
shirt,
even know
too.
what he was wearing.
I'm all Christoph
Crazy.
Christianed out today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, if you like the podcast, if you support us, if you want to support, definitely go to ChristophChristian.com. You could go on the Instagram, and you could go get our merch. Our merch is sponsored from Christoph Christian, all right? So go ahead, do that. Shout out to Phresh, Mr. Christoph
And
Christian
Keds.
himself.
I'm sure
and
Keds put the Christoph
Duh.
Christian
Christ.
bag on a
This
plane.
Shout out to kids.
He definitely has.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Phresh, Keds, Willie, and Droom, because they are Christoph Christian. All right, those are the brothers. BCE.
All right.
You're not in BC though.
I'm
Yeah.
good. Let's
I'm just
go.
saying. I just have to put that out.
I'm okay. My bad.
Is active and BC. No, is BCE and active.
Yeah. I made that chat like that.
Because he wanted
Wow.
to stand alone.
Wow.
He don't need nobody. He don't even need his fans.
Words of, no
Go
man is an
ahead.
island.
Anyways,
Money
we're
man.
moving on.
Last topic.
This is the final topic right here. This is pretty simple. A lot of people might think that this topic is geared by one of I guess one of our favorite I don't know if you want to call him what Dr. Umar has called him, YouTubey. If that's even a word.
First of all,
I have no.
you're
y'all
laughing
have
by
no-
yourself. I don't even know. what
Y'all
you're
ain't see
talking
that
about.
video?
No,
Yo,
nigga,
laughing
you
by
gotta,
yourself?
I gotta insert
Yeah, this nigga just started laughing by
Who's
himself.
Dr.
We
Uber?
looking at you.
No, I didn't say Dr. Uber. Umar.
Dr. Umar.
Wait,
Dr. Uber.
I didn't say Uber. What's his name? Umar Johnson?
Umar or Johnson.
Umar, whatever his name is. Yeah, Dr.
Oh,
Umar
Lord.
Johnson.
He's like,
whatever.
isn't he like
I don't know how you
Hotep or
pronounce
seen him
it.
before.
All right.
All right.
Moving
anyways.
forward. Go ahead.
But anyways, this is a simple question right here. we always hear the phrase or the words, ladies been saying these past few forever now, pretty much. I'm not gonna settle for this. I ain't gonna settle. Like they just love throwing that word out there, right?
The new word for compromise.
So I'm gonna get a question as to say, what are y'all thoughts about the whole phrase when ladies say, I'm not gonna settle, I'm not going to settle, and also do you believe that men settle way more often than women when it comes to dating?
People have taken the word settle and twisted it for the word compromise.
For years.
I have something. I'm gonna let the ladies go first.
I'm actually curious to hear what you guys have to say.
Let Lance go first because he never really goes first.
That's
So,
a
go ahead.
He never has a fucking answer.
Nah, go ahead.
It takes everybody else's answer.
No.
Oh, I take everybody.
Let him go.
Half of the times I don't even agree with y'all.
Go ahead.
Go
bro.
ahead.
Okay. I got all y'all undivided attention, huh? All right. Okay.
Okay,
Don't talk. Don't talk like
Don't say
that.
nothing. Stop talking. Let's just stop talking.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. So I feel like the majority of I'm not gonna say majority. I'm gonna say some. I don't want to, generalize. But I feel like there are some women that, for whatever reason, whether it's social media or like what you alluded to earlier, I feel like they just have these unimaginable standards and expectations when it comes to dating. And I just don't know where it came from. And I think that
I need a mask.
yeah, I don't understand what's so funny.
I'm laughing at these two
Because
idiots.
I know you. And he know you. And we know you.
No. Let him go. Let him go. Sorry. I apologize. Go ahead.
I didn't know what was so funny.
Go ahead,
But
bro. Go ahead.
anyways, yeah. So I just feel like in the end, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I just think that they like to couple up the settle word right with these ridiculously high standards for, and I don't know where it came from. Literally, like it could be Instagram, like the life. I guess they're comparing. Music is another thing. They're comparing their lives to celebrities, this, that, and the third, and they just want certain things without bringing anything to the table. They just think that they deserve this. I guess maybe some of them think that, they look a certain way, so they feel like they deserve X, Y, and Z, without, any of this being, realistic. And they just label that as, I'm not selling, or because they want to be treated a certain way, or like I said, they want certain things. A lot of it's material things, right? Now, to answer the second question, I do believe men settle way more. But I don't want to use the word settle. Because I feel like men are more accepting to the fact that we understand that women aren't perfect, right? Like you don't get it all. It's true. You do not get it all when it comes to dating, when it comes to your partner. You usually don't. But the key thing is you usually find that one partner that's most compatible with you, right? That's imperfect, but that's still most compatible with you. So I feel like men generally are more accepting of that, right? Compared to women. Women feel like, this is just my personal opinion. I just feel like, women, they just have this extended, checklist. And, if certain checks ain't checked off, then it's just like, this can't work. Whereas the men is like, you know what? I understand that she likes here, but, she makes me feel like, I just feel like men are just more willing to, I guess one of y'all use the word.
Somebody who don't have money. That's what you're saying?
Well, I'm not labeling it just as that, but I'm just saying in general. Like, I just feel like.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Go on. I'm done. Go on. I'm done. I said what I said.
All right.
He gets so
for me,
upset, son.
I'm not upset.
For me, like, it doesn't bother me when a girl or female, whatever lady says that she don't want to settle for less. That's her. That's how she wants to live her life. That's how a person, men or female, that's how they want to live their life. Let them live it. Then the person that they want, whether they making money or whether they want them to open doors for them, however they want it, if that's how they're gonna get it, let them get it that way. It don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand now, for the second question, I feel like men, when you're trying to date a female, like a girl could not have anything and we would date them because of their appearance, I would say. And they could be nice girls too. You know what I'm saying? They could be nice, but you date somebody for their appearance, especially if you got money. You see that this girl in a club or in a coffee shop or whatever, you see her walking. She could have nothing going on for herself and a man would still talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But for a female now, a female is gonna, I'm not saying that females don't do it or females don't take care of men, but the percentage is way lower for females of taking care of a man than a man taking care of a woman. That's what I feel. Well, and that's what's been going on throughout the years to me, from what I've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? There's always a man that if he's making so much money, she could stay home. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to do too much. And that's how life been for us men. You know what I'm saying? Like our wife could stay home or whatever, blah, 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 or your girlfriend or your baby mother, and he makes all the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer for that.
Chase, go ahead.
Y'all gonna have to give me like 2 minutes for this.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all might call me crazy when I say it, but if you compare roles, male roles, or men roles, women roles from back in history to today, you realize how much that shit has reversed?
As far as
there was a certain point in time where, let's say the black man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a white man has never been oppressed.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it like that.
Of course.
The black man has.
Mm-hmm.
So, as generations have gone and time has
change
passed by, men, as a black community, you had been given freedoms, but it was only given to the men because it would only be respected that a man does this, a man does that. So now you get to a point that men start to make money and start to evolve, and now it's like, all right, well, we're not living in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s anymore. We can date, we can fuck around, we can do these things, but that's because we have money to do so. So now you fast forward, and now the man is like, you know what? This woman I was with, she held me down, but I'm over it because she ain't bringing nothing to the table. She ain't doing nothing. All she's doing is cooking and cleaning. She ain't got no money. I got the money. And that ain't good enough for me because she needs to have money too, right? So now you go through this whole generation of that. And then it gets to a point where women are like, motherfucker, I got freedoms. I can make money now. And now they start making money. And now they start making money in different ways because a woman, to me, a man is the backbone, but women are the brains. Because, nigga, we stupid sometimes.
Ooh, child, thank you.
For yourself?
Sometimes, yeah, but you're talking about you.
Speak for
You know what I'm
yourself.
saying? You're talking about you.
Guys,
In general,
stupid, nigga.
sometimes men be dumb. And your counterpart, your woman, will see things that you don't see.
Okay.
Because just in general, your counterpart will see what you're doing and be like, you know what? You're doing this, but you could do this better. So now what they did was, all right, I'm done fucking talking. Let me just do this shit better than you. Now they're making the money, and now we're over here like, damn, son, shorty making this bread. And she's over here, well, nigga, you need to get your game up. And now the roles have just reversed.
So
I don't
This
think
is-
it reversed. I think it
They
just
have, okay, maybe it didn't reverse. They evolved.
yeah, which is good.
And now we over here
Is
like,
it?
well, according to what Chase just said, I feel like we're trying to.
why women shouldn't make money though?
But I think what
Men
Chase
don't take that lightly.
right. I think what Chase was
pride is
Depends
now
on the
getting
type
hurt.
of man
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Egotistical men don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
So
wait, hold on. I
I'm,
don't want to
I'm,
be
I
in-
may be
But here's the thing.
overgeneralizing.
We're
but
living in an
there's many
egotistical
men.
time.
For who?
There's not for you, not for me, not for
that
you.
shit don't bother me.
But-
I want you to have money.
Yeah.
So
But
you don't
I
gotta
want
spend all my
us
shit.
I want us to bag the fuck
a
up.
lot of
One person at a time. One person
Hold
at
on.
a time.
A lot of people living off of that social media lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we gotta get that bag.
So-
So my shorty's getting his bag. Yo, bro, fucking Mendices just said he didn't know if he was gonna hold shorty down.
Ain't that a
Yeah, that
Are you
was-
fucking kidding me?
It's a secondhand
So
embarrassment
Chase,
for
let
me.
real quick before I get to Phresh and the rest of these ladies, I just want to ask. So dating back to the prior episode, do you feel like the whole "I'm not gonna settle" movement is coming from the economical growth from our black women?
I'm not
Do you
gonna
think
say
it's
that
an-
it solely is based off of that, but I
that
am gonna
factors
say
in.
that plays a part.
I agree. I agree.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
I agree.
It just has to be fine tuned
I
because
agree.
now you're sitting there saying, "I'm making more money than you, nigga, and you can't buy me a Birkin." And now, hold on, there's women that can
Bag
do
is
these
ugly
things,
anyway.
but then there's women that can't. But they're feeding off that fucking ego of that woman, thinking that they live that lifestyle, and they don't.
Well said.
So don't fucking put me in that category because I might be able to buy that shit. You can't. Because guess what? I picked you up in my car.
Well,
That don't apply to me. I got a car.
No, which is fine.
I'm not looking
but I
at
picked
you
you
like
up
I'm
in my
playing.
car.
No, I
You
understand
never
what you're
turned
saying.
around and said, all right, now I'm going to pick you up in my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you kept it going. All right, you picked me up in your... And you just kept doing
So
it.
what,
And
what
going
do
and
you
going and
what do
going.
you say for the female or for the person that if a female has a car and her man don't?
I mean, that I don't think that ties into.
For
what-
some women, they won't even talk to you.
Exactly.
That's well, so, yeah, some women.
And that's why I said
Honestly,
that's
not
early.
even some.
That's the
Most won't. Because
Yeah.
they'll be like, wait a minute. Because I have this. I obtained
you're
this.
riding the bus.
I
You know what's crazy?
You see, they
what's
joking,
crazy?
but that shit is
You know,
real.
No, we
You know what's
agree.
crazy about that? You know
We
what's
agree.
crazy about that? There's females that have a car, and there's nothing wrong with this. Still live with their parents, and there's men who live by themselves but don't have a car. So,
Which one is greater?
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta also.
And then we live in New York. It's not that like smart to have it sometimes, is it? But again,
Nah.
neither here nor there.
And with
I just
millennials,
want
we
to say that.
can't-
But
we don't
Phresh,
own
go ahead.
property.
So
Yeah,
we
Phresh, you
could
go
keep on. Yeah.
Well, I feel like nobody should settle, to be honest with you.
That's what I
If
said.
you feel that you worth X, Y, and Z, then hold out for X, Y, and Z.
But
That's what I said.
however,
That's because he stays in his tax bracket.
however,
That's his motto.
no, but
I'm staying
however,
there.
there are unrealistic expectations.
no.
No, it's not
Let's-
unrealistic.
Wait,
if the
Phresh, I have a
person
question in regards to the tax bracket, right? What's considered outside? I mean, not without asking you too
when
much,
I say that,
but
it's like what I mean when I say date in your tax bracket. I mean like,
what type of
don't-
women you wouldn't date? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
well, I
Paying
don't
for shit
look at stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think monetary is gonna be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a deal breaker, so to speak.
Okay.
But if you a cashier at Walmart, don't be sitting here talking about if you're not a doctor, don't talk to me.
I
Yes,
feel
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Move up. That man is not for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you know you think you worth this, then demand that.
Okay.
It's up to that person, even if they do got what you want, to say, is this the type of person that I want?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna settle.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I expect the woman that I'm gonna be with to settle?
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like you settled for me, then I'm gonna feel like
I ain't
I'm
shit.
not good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
True.
That's not happening.
So you don't think my
So-
generalization was kind of...
I mean, y'all was making good points. I don't necessarily agree with what y'all was saying though.
Who I did?
No, I mean,
I said
me.
what you said.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. You don't think that with the point
I
that
said that the
basically how
person
I broke
shouldn't-
it down, it don't
Didn't
make
I say
sense
that?
Hold on, one person.
I agree
to an extent.
with the notion that roles have evolved.
Okay.
What I'm not
All right.
gonna agree with is the simple fact that you're equating settling to monetary only, because it's not what settling means in
This
this
is very
context.
broad.
Yeah.
You could not want to settle for some. Maybe you have a higher education. Maybe you want someone who also has a higher education.
Even religious. Even.
Yeah, maybe you want somebody who's a certain type of maybe
That's-
you want a
that's
certain
why I
type
said
of
that.
person.
That's why I
Yeah,
said
in that
unrealistic.
aspect,
Right. So you
That's
know,
why you said unrealistic. What?
No, what I was saying is that's what the point that I was making is that a lot of some women, they like, you see what everything what you guys are saying, well, what Phresh is saying is those are realistic things, right? Like those are things.
So
that,
what's
when you said
unrealistic?
unrealistic,
Yeah, what you
you're
mean?
That's
talking about the monetary things.
right.
And that's what I'm saying is
Right.
not only about that.
Right.
That's where I
Well,
piggyback.
but unrealistic could also be like if I'm Catholic and I want to fall in love with a Jewish man. That might be a little unrealistic.
I
Not
don't know, bro. I
necessarily
watch
because
my
you get
big
some
fat Greek
people-
wedding.
Nah, you
don't
get
know.
some people that will convert religion for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
But again, to some that might be a little unrealistic, right? Because they tend to stick close to home.
If they're like an Orthodox Jewish
or like
person.
90 Day Fiance when Brittany want to go to the Muslim country thinking she could do it. Like that was
Yeah, she's
unrealistic.
dumb.
Girl, she's a hot mess.
And
Oh,
I
you
don't
watch
like
it?
her. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Period.
It's
All
jokes.
right.
It's
He has
jokes.
no.
Like
he
my
has no
sister's
choice.
Catholic and her husband is.
Nah, I
agnostic.
actually like the show though. I didn't.
What's
It wasn't
the
my
show?
idea to watch the show, but I like the
works.
show.
Yeah.
What
I
show?
mean, but because
90
all of
Day
this is
Fiancé.
very all of this
well,
is
we're gonna
very
get y'all take. Y'all could
subjective.
just go ahead and tell
go
us what
ahead,
y'all
okay.
think since
I
we're gonna
agree
wrap
with
it
you.
up.
Yes, I agree with you like 100%. Like, you know, if you feel like you're worth more, then go for it.
Right.
I don't agree with the idea that men settle more than women. Like that idea.
do.
Did you
They
answer
do,
that?
I didn't answer that, but we do.
Yes, we do.
We definitely do.
Is that,
Well,
for
the
years.
consensus
That's the
around the table?
That's for years.
Yeah, but
We've been
I'll tell
doing
you
that.
why I
From
don't
the
Yeah.
beginning
agree
of
why.
time, men settle more.
Chase, you agree
I'll
as
tell
well?
You didn't have to.
That's
do
where
anything.
I feel like there's a fine line between settling and compromising.
It's the-
Okay, let me just
I feel
explain
like it's
why
the same
I
thing.
disagree
But go on.
with
Not,
that statement.
But I get
They
you.
can kind of be synonyms.
Yeah.
I
in a way.
think that, well, it's not that I think. This is a fact. Men.
Matter of fact,
Wait,
Men-
wait.
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, when niggas ask, "Are you hungry?"
Whoa.
Yeah. What you want to eat? I don't know. Fuck out of here.
What does that got to do with anything?
Tasha,
Bro,
continue.
and you gotta settle for what's going on. Like you gotta sit there and make the compromise. For
Bro.
them.
It's all right.
All right, no, yeah.
Chase, I felt like that was like,
ahead.
are you okay?
Tasha,
That was very out of.
You okay?
Tasha, go ahead.
Like, do we need to, I can give you a come to Jesus talk like
It's all right.
I
It's
did
all right.
him.
It's all right. Okay. So this is why I don't agree with it. Men are privileged. There is no way.
Yes,
Men
you
black
are
man?
privileged.
Yes, you
Let her
are.
If
speak.
you don't
Let's
think
speak.
that men are privileged,
Based
you
off of
fall
what
right
I
into
said,
the
she's
toxic
right.
masculinity category.
I feel
Let
like
her
y'all
speak.
will
Men
use that
are
term too loosely.
privileged. No.
How are men privileged? We got to provide everything
Economic,
for y'all.
Political, social. Do you understand?
Privileged how?
We were the first ones to be.
Let her
able to
speak.
do
My
I
thing
wanna
is
hear
this.
her.
My
I
thing
wanna
is
hear
this.
her.
You may not be as privileged as a white man, okay?
But you're more privileged
you're
than the black
privileged
women.
more than us.
Or women in
It's-
general.
I understand. Black men marginalized. Y'all are disrespected, disregarded. Absolutely 1,000%.
But they will respect a black
But
man before they
black-
do a black woman.
Sorry?
A white man will respect a black man before they respect
Exactly.
a black
And
woman.
remember, we live in a society, white supremacy. We also live in a patriarchal society. This society is made for men and by men.
men.
Okay?
It's
That
run
is
by
a
women
fact.
though.
That is
It's run by y'all.
Look, I want to.
When you look at all these
in the government.
institutions,
Who
who
run
does
the-
it benefit?
Who run the
Marriage
money?
benefits you.
What?
Divorce
Who run the
benefits
money?
you.
Listen,
Who run the money?
Baby benefits
Who runs
you.
the politics?
Hold on.
Who run?
That's the back end.
I don't want you to.
But look,
Let me-
look at
let
the
me-
What did I just say?
Yo, y'all gotta let her speak because I'm trying to get to. I want to
divorce,
see what point you're
baby.
trying to make.
All benefit women.
I'm curious to hear where you're
Y'all,
going.
y'all
with
be on
this.
child
Let me
support
finish.
more than men?
Let me just finish.
Please.
Axel, let
Y'all
her
be in
finish
the house
first.
more than women?
Ooh, wow.
Depending on the type of man you
Depending on-
got.
Yeah.
Wait, let's.
I'll
But
be in
let's
the
talk
house.
about like statistics.
It got intense, y'all.
Who keeps the kid?
Who provides for that
If
kid?
men
Wait,
were
wait,
in the
wait.
house, if men were in
Wait.
the house, there would be no need for child support.
Wait, hold on.
Because I felt like y'all was attacking Tasha. Now I'm in my bag.
Y'all want to fight?
Get in the bag. We
All
can get in the bag.
No, we could talk
could
about
get
this.
in the bag.
So you talking to a person
Ding, ding,
that
ding.
I could keep my kid. I don't have to have my kid. Don't have to stay with his mom.
Granted.
Y'all don't. Females, especially hurt ones, they like to keep the kid
Shit.
so they can put the man on child support.
Yo.
So don't
What
tell
does
me
that
nothing
have to do with what I said about men having privilege?
No,
At the
no,
end
no, no,
of
no.
the day,
I'm answering what Brittany's saying that who keeps the kid. Sometimes the men want to keep the kid.
Granted, but we're
I don't
talking
wanna veer
on
off.
average,
Right.
right? Who's the
Chill.
one that usually has to take the responsibility of the children? You guys have the opportunity to walk away.
No, no,
Most
no, no.
women
No.
don't.
Who
no.
have to take responsibility? I don't think it's who have to take. I think it's who chooses to take, and that's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
Again,
Because what
this
happens-
is not again, there's variables in everything.
Absolutely.
Variables. I'm not saying that no man wants to keep their kid. I'm not saying that. But if
Okay.
we're talking about on average, when a woman gets pregnant, a man has the option to opt out way more than women do.
Okay, and y'all could go abort the baby without even consulting him.
Okay, and so what?
Now it's so
So
what?
what?
Now it's so what?
Wow.
So what?
Tasha,
Because at the end of the day, whose body is it? And at the end, no, at the end of the day, whose body is
to
it?
abandon your kid?
No one's saying
no one's
that.
saying
But
that.
but then again, so if you disagree with me, then that means that I can't do it. So then you have control over my body. And where does that land?
Nobody
No.
said that. That's not the point I was
When the kid
making.
comes out your body, I don't have control
We're
of your
talking
body.
about, now we're getting confused because he said about
No.
abortions.
No,
Okay.
'cause-
If I go to my partner and I say, hey, babe, whatever, the baby, blah, 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 I don't want it. And you say, yes, I want it, then what we gonna do? Who makes the last
But then
decision?
again,
Okay.
you have the
So
option
then what
for a
hap-
reset, and he don't.
Right. So then what happens when you get pregnant and he tells you that he doesn't want it and you do? You keep it anyway and
But
then
then
you
again,
fuck him
where
on
does
child
that
support.
land? Where does that land? And you're
Tasha,
acting like women, no, and you're
Tasha,
acting
go
like
on.
women
I'm
don't be on
just
child support as well. It might not be as
If
high
you're
as you
talking
guys,
about
but women are also
percentages
on
and
child
statistics,
support.
y'all are not.
Thank
And
you.
if we're
my
talking
thing
about
is, like,
percentages and statistics, y'all don't be in the house.
If we talk about percentages
Oh
and
my God.
Okay,
statistics,
so hold on.
y'all still privileged.
So hold
as
on.
men.
So if we're talking about statistics and not being in the house systemically, like you were talking about, we're not in the house because of this government that's supposedly in favor of us. That takes us out the house and put us in jail.
But at the end
Okay.
of the day, though, when we are talking about the black community, you cannot
talking in
tell
circles.
me you.
That's what they talking in circles.
No,
We can have
I
this
think you
debate
don't
all day long.
I don't
No,
think you
I understand what you're saying, but like, she has a point. You guys are privileged.
You are
and the
absolutely
idea
All
that
right,
that
Tasha,
blows your
to a
mind.
point.
is
Point, yeah,
insane.
Let me finish my point.
Finish your point.
You are
as
absolutely.
let
Let
her
me
finish
finish
her
my
point.
And when we're talking about people who
As
have
men,
privilege,
we
there
are.
is no way that you will settle. Think about white people. They have privilege. They live in their own bubble. Look how the fact that I just explained that and you guys literally attacked without even understanding
It's the privilege.
your own reality
No, no,
of
no.
that. Your
The
own
reality-
privilege.
Y'all gotta let her finish.
The reality of this is we were talking about dating. You took it into a whole nother
No, that was
arena.
no, goes into it.
Into it. Listen,
Politics go into the dating?
Because you asked, how are we privileged? I said politics,
But
social.
but we were talking
economic.
about dating. You said
Well, if
privilege.
y'all let her
I'm
finish.
letting you know.
Y'all gotta
I'm
let her
letting you
finish.
know why you're privileged, though, because it all factors
Politics?
in.
How does any of that
It
got
all
to do with
factors-
dating?
Marriage
her
has a lot
finish.
to do with economics and politics. That's why some people don't even want to be in interracial relationships because it has a lot to do with politics and economics and all that different type of
The
stuff.
black
they
man
all
is
go.
disrespected outside. I don't know what
Let
you
her finish.
All right.
This-
Okay.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Y'all ain't see a little
There is no way that a privileged group of people can settle. My thing is like, if y'all privileged and the society benefits y'all in a manly way,
The black man?
the black
Active.
man too.
All right, Tasha,
Are you a man?
I'm listening to you, but I don't see the correlation to dating.
She was
This is the
answer-
point
this
I'm
is
making.
about-
I'm waiting for it to come
This
to
is
that
why
point.
the question she's answering is why she believes that men don't settle more than women do. That's what
But we're
she's
talking
trying to
about
do.
settling in dating.
Right.
Not
I'm
any
still
of
wait-
the other stuff.
I'm waiting for that.
Yes,
piece.
but that's
So
exactly
the
why you don't
politics-
settle in
Congrats.
So the politics of the world means that I won't settle for this woman dating her because of the politics? How does I don't
Right. I'm
behavior-
trying to.
I don't
trying to-
see that.
I'm trying to hear it from you. So
Okay.
that's why-
All right. So my thing is,
we got to wrap it up
when you're
because
in a
we are running. But go on, continue.
right, when we are in a relationship with a man, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's say you do everything. Okay, you're with your dude. That's y'all in a good relationship, whatever. He cheats on you. Okay. Now in society, right? When that happens, what's the first thing that people do?
You tell us.
The first thing that people do, they attack the woman.
defense mode.
That is very
When the
true.
man
because the
cheats,
woman cheat, they attack the woman?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
happens
men.
a lot. A lot of times when men do something wrong, yes,
It's
they
like
attack-
what did you wrong? Like what
Yeah,
didn't
what did you do wrong?
Like
What
what
did you
what
do
You're
was
wrong?
trying to say
lacking?
my response is I did this because you did that.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
all right,
So my
go ahead,
defense
go
Like
ahead.
basically
offense.
I
Keep on
cheated
finish.
because you did something wrong.
Yeah,
That's what
That's what you're trying to say.
Okay.
yes. And many different examples of
When I was
that.
19, maybe.
I'm sorry, my thing. But my thing is, my point is that if you are privileged, right, there is no way that you can settle. There's no way.
So you don't think that women are privileged at all?
No, I don't. I definitely do think that there are some women who
A
definitely
lot of this
settle
stuff is in
relationships.
y'all favor, though.
But how though?
I literally listed it for you.
I understand the whole abortion, but
Not even just
let's
that.
talk
I
about
said,
dating.
Okay, dating, marriage. Who does it benefit? You. If I divorce you or you divorce me, who does it benefit? You. If I'm not even married to you no more, I'm now forced to pay for your lifestyle after the fact.
You just went from dating
Because-
to marriage.
It's tied
It's
together.
the same
Same
thing.
thing.
It ties
Relationships
together.
between men and
It
women.
does tie together.
How is that not a privilege for a
So you
woman?
being in a relationship with a woman doesn't benefit you at all.
I'm not saying that it doesn't, but it benefits y'all more.
That's a fact. I agree.
That's
with
not
that.
Percentage is
debatable.
higher.
I don't think
So
that's
marriage
up for debate.
benefits the woman more than it does the man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, the divorce
Absolutely.
does.
The divorce too.
The divorce
Absolutely.
does.
Especially
Absolutely.
if we have money, especially
Come
more money
on,
than
bro.
you.
Absolutely.
Look
I
at
mean, maybe get a prenup.
who just got divorced right now. How much money she got?
But again, but don't
from,
you feel like she
Bezos?
deserved? Don't you
Not
feel
even
like?
him, Gates.
Hold on, Fred. Don't you feel like for being with him all those years and helping him?
Here's
not,
the privilege.
But wait,
The amount of years you put into
His
somebody
for
mean you
you.
entitled
Who's
to
the
this
person?
money?
listen
No.
to me.
I'm not-
Listen to me.
I agree with
So when
Fresh.
you're
So why
in
I'm
a
not entitled
hold
to your
on,
money?
Who's
hold
the
on.
person?
Who
We
said
gotta wrap
that?
up though. You guys, let's make
Let
this
me
quick.
get my.
Who
Go
we
ahead.
talking about?
Bill Gates.
Okay.
If you're married with someone, just because you didn't go to the office every day does not mean that you did not help this man grow. Just because you weren't in that office does not mean that this was not
So
something
suppose the
collaborative.
judge say, suppose the
I
judge say,
actually
you know what?
really agree with that.
No. The
All right,
rebuttal is this.
You want my, all right, she get the money. So what if we say, all right, we're entitled to your pussy for this amount of years? Does that make any sense? Why do you have to?
We
But
don't
yeah-
even got to do that. The rebuttal for what you're saying right now is that's normal in society, right? You with this man for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever, you feel like you're entitled to take half of his shit when y'all get divorced.
Who said that?
So
That's what it
society,
is.
that's what
Society.
happens. That's normal.
Yeah.
But when Mary J. Blige's husband and her got divorced and he seeked spousal support from her,
Crackhead
he got
nigga.
bashed from here to kingdom come.
Why you want
Because
Mary J.
why
Blige
you want
money?
her money for? You wasn't
What-
singing
Did he get
songs.
it? Did he get it?
Did he?
I don't know. You're the one that's
Kevin
bringing up this
Federline was
topic.
another one.
Did you get? Did he get
That was
it?
another
Yeah,
one.
but the point that I'm making
Okay,
is
then.
he
he
did.
got it, but he received so much
Backlash.
backlash for
Yeah.
it because they looked at it like you don't deserve this.
Yeah.
You're
But
a
when
man,
the
you
role
should
is
be able to get
reversed,
it your
you
own,
deserve
man.
it.
Whether that
Well, we get backlash too. All the
No,
time.
y'all
No,
don't.
you don't. It's
Can I get the point
norm.
about the
any
whole
different
settling thing?
si-
This
It's the
situations,
norm.
we do get backlash because
It's
we
the
are
norm.
women.
It's the norm for
we
you.
get blamed for everything.
Anyway.
All right, but go on.
My
Conclude.
point with the whole settling thing,
Make it short.
I agree with
Privileged
Hold
people
on.
can't settle.
I
That's
agree
all I'm
with
saying.
Tasha that I don't believe that men settle
course
more
you
than
do.
women. I do believe women tend to settle more than men because we're quicker to forgive a cheating. We're quicker to forgive all this type of shit
That's your
before men
choice to
are.
forgive him.
No, she's right. I agree with that.
Again,
'Cause you a
it's
female too.
understandable.
But society-wise,
hold on,
people
hold
expect
on,
you-
hold
Why
on,
do
hold
y'all
on.
forgive
Societal wise,
Hold
people
on.
expect you to forgive.
Hold on.
We
It's
can move on.
more understood for women to forgive than men because if you cheat on a man, God help you if he's gonna stay with you. I'm not saying that all don't, but most don't. In regards to what was the first one? I'm not gonna settle. I believe that I actually agree with Phresh and Active in the sense that you shouldn't have to settle, right? But my problem is I feel like that word has now been weaponized.
I agree. That's what I
That's
said,
my
too.
issue. Like, I'm not gonna settle. It almost feels like when you're at the end of a ropes with someone, it's like, I'm not gonna settle, nigga. It's kind of just like, now you're not good enough for me. For whatever reason. And that I don't agree with. If you're gonna use it, then use it correctly. Don't use it to hurt someone.
That's right.
Saying that they're somehow beneath you now. Or if you're talking to a dude that maybe you know is not as attractive or doesn't have as much money as you would like, tries to talk to you, and you're like, and your girl's like, oh girl, why you not giving him a shot? You're like, I'm not settling. You're belittling that man now.
Yeah.
And now that's not fair. Now, if you're in a relationship that you gave a try to and you feel like it's not going anywhere and you say your girl, y'all, I don't think I'm gonna settle. Because I've given it a shot and it's just not working. I don't want to settle for half of what I know I can get. Right? So the term in itself is still very much valid. It's just being weaponized a lot. And I think that's why people, when they use it, you almost take it like a jab because it's like, oh shit, bitch, like, what you think I'm not good enough? But if it was used correctly, it would just be like, something here is not working, then we need to move on.
I completely agree with what she said. And we are wrapping up. All right. That was good. We could have went on forever and never got...
we could.
It got a little spicy in the end. But major shout outs to Major Point. Y'all came and y'all brought it today. Tasha and Brittany. Well fucking done.
We gotta come on your podcast.
We might have to.
We can do part 2.
Yeah, we
That's Major Point. That's MAJAHPOINT.
On everything.
Y'all heard that on everything. So Brittany, go ahead and tell them where they can find you, your social media platform, and
what do you mean, like my personal stuff?
Well, if you want.
Nah,
or if
I'm good
you
on that.
Oh, you good on that? Okay. Just shout out. Just say your podcast platform again.
No, so Major Point basically on Twitter, on Instagram, on
Y'all be tweeting?
On TikTok.
Y'all
We're on
tweet?
TikTok now. We're on Twitter too.
I just don't tweet.
I don't understand Twitter, so she just Twitter.
Yeah, I just tweet.
See, I don't even know how to say it properly. She Twitter.
And I think by the time this podcast comes out, we'll have our podcast coming out too. And it's called Dating in Your 20s. We have like a whole video about that.
Oh, I can't even be in that. I'm not
sorry.
We ain't none of us in the 20s no more.
Ain't none of us.
Yeah, they're on the younger side.
I
so.
just crossed.
Okay.
All right, Tasha and
It
Brittany.
could be generalized.
Say 20 and
as
above
well.
or something like that.
Well, we're in our later 20s.
Yeah, we're in our late 20s.
Oh, so y'all.
Past like 25.
You active in your almost early 40s, right?
But honestly, what we spoke about could be generalized to anyone over the age of 25, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So definitely check that out.
And we're not that big in difference. It's not like you're 50 and we're like 20.
Are you
like 40?
All right, we gotta
If
move
that's the
on,
case, you look
man.
great.
Y'all look crazy.
You look great.
Black
Thank
don't
you.
crack,
What's the
nigga.
skincare routine and everything?
Shout out to
But-
Major Point, man. One
Thank
time.
Well, thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
It was
Follow
a
them.
pleasure. It was
We have fun.
Right, yeah. So we gonna wrap up. Phresh, give them your Instagram handle. Tell them where they
It's
can
fast
find you.
fresh with a PH, no F, BCE at the end. You already know the vibes.
Yeah. Chase, what's up? Talk to them.
Oh, my Instagram?
Yeah.
At Christoph Christian.
Ooh. Okay. All right, Active. Go ahead. Talk to the people where they can find you.
DJ Active 247.
Why?
This nigga, he been fiending to say
Is it
why,
like
you know?
DJ Active space 247? Because you took a space.
Yeah, because I was gonna say something else, but
Okay.
but I'm about to switch over to Active Events. So
Oh, it's the growth for me. Yes.
It's over. See y'all next week.
loads.
I see. Chantel got her hand in. Shout out to Lifestyle Chance because I know that's probably her doing. You know what I'm saying? So big up.
This is a new tech, so you sponsored now.
this nigga, man.
Anyways, my
Sponsor
Instagram handle is Lance BCE. For those that want to find me, you can find me right on there. But anyways, we're about to conclude. Before we go, if you guys have any topics you want us to discuss, definitely hit us up at inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. Any business, sponsorships, anybody want to get interviewed, any type of inquiry, don't forget to hit us up, contact us, email us, inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. Okay? And we are done. This is a loaded show. We are signing out. See y'all when we see y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Now I gotta do the ch-ch-ch-ch. That's what kids